So today, sorry. So today we will see about static resource. Okay. Okay. So what is this static resources means? Um, some files like some text files, image files, or GIF files, or some JavaScripts. Okay. So some text, GIF files, JavaScript files, and text files that uh, 1 minute, please. Okay, sorry. Um, some text, image, GIF, and JavaScripts. Okay, uh, that we need to use in the page, like in VF page or formula. Okay, field. So we can use static resource. So if you go to setup and if you search here static resource, you can see this is the place to upload the static resource. Okay, so some files or like some data like text, image, or a GIF, any file, JavaScripts, which I wanted to use in my Visual Force page that we will see later, and in formula fields. So somewhere I need to refer some images or some files. So in that case, I will use a formula. I mean, I will use a static resource. Okay. So this static resource, what I will do is this is a place to upload some content. Okay, that will be along with the application itself. Okay, that will be along with the application itself. So whenever I want, I can call it and I can refer it. Okay, so first, what can we do is we will try to use it in the formula. Um, Star image anything. Okay, star 5 like that I'm giving. So I wanted to upload Salesforce star rating images. Uh, so mhm, images, uh, images. Once again, I will download it from some other place. Um, okay, so wait a second. Guys, I will let us not waste the time. I will download the static resource tomorrow, and I will show it to you how to use the static resource. Okay, because I'm not able to find the proper file. So normally, what they do is in companies they will buy the files from App Exchange, or they will get the files from App Exchange. Okay, so I will find it tomorrow, and I will show you how to do it in the formula. Mm, Now today we will see about validation rules. Okay. Um, see, there is a concept called validation rule. You can see the validation rule for all the objects. Okay. So if you see here, you will be seeing validation rule for all the objects. Okay. So this one we will see tomorrow, and validation rule. So the name itself says that it is a rule to validate your data. Okay. So as the name says, validation rule, you can remember it like this: rule to validate your data. So what is the data that I wanted to validate? So when to validate? You wanted to validate your data before inserting into the database. Okay. So before inserting into the Salesforce, you should validate your data. Okay. That is very important. That is the basic of validation rule, right? So how you will validate your data? So how you will validate your data? So based on criteria. So based on criteria, you will validate your data when before inserting it into the database. Okay, that is the very important thing. So what the validation rule does? So whatever criteria that I give, uh, is true, then error is thrown. Okay. So for example, if you want phone number 10 digit, okay, I want a phone number field 10 digit. Okay, in that case, what I will do, I will be using like phone number greater than 10 or phone less than 9. Okay, that is criteria I should give, right? So what happens if someone is entering 11 digit number? 11 digit number. In that case, this is satisfied. So phone number greater than 10, so it will throw error. Okay. And if someone is giving only 9 digits number, okay, someone is giving only 9 digit number. In that case, this will satisfy and it will throw the error. Okay. Or you can give like phone not equal to 10. Okay. So hello. One second. I think is joining. I think he got disconnected. I think.
No, no, we are able to hear your voice, Weber.
Okay. Okay. So I think he's having some issues. Okay. So you can understand, right? So one thing you need to know is whenever the condition is satisfied, then the error will be uh, thrown. Okay. So the criteria that I give, if it is satisfied, it will throw the error. So that is the uh, validation rule. So my validation rule is to validate the data, and when it should validate before inserting the data into the database. And the third point is how it will validate means based on the criteria that I give. Okay, so they call this as a data validation rule because it is used to validate your data. Okay, so now we will see few validation rules. Okay, so go to the object that we created. Mm, we'll go to the app straight away and we'll take. Okay. Oh, I think we are using his account. Okay, fine. One second. Let me log out and okay. So so we'll go to the custom object that we created. So in that projects, so builders. Okay. So so for example, if address they are giving some field in the address field they are giving some value, right? So if we wanted to check the address should not be blank. Okay. For example, in the address, if they are not giving any value, then you should throw error. Okay. So you have a place called validation rule. Okay. So here you need to go to validation rule under the object. This is the object, right? So inside this object, you need to go for a validation rule. Okay, click on new validation rule, and you can give like address not null, any rule name. Okay, and description if you want, you can give. Okay, so this is also all the syntaxes, everything that we saw is similar to formula. Okay, only thing is this is the rule to validate your data. So it is used now. This is the place to insert the condition. Okay, so uh, what we need to give is we need to check the field, that is address field, right? In the client we have address field. Okay, the API name of the field is inserted. So what we need to check, address is blank. Okay, is blank. So is blank. Here we need to give is blank. Okay, so what I have done is it will check whether the address is blank or not. Okay, is blank I have given, and if the address is blank, then what it will do, it will throw the error, because if the formula expression is true, display the text defined in the error message area. So if the formula expression is true, then it will display the error message, the error message that I am going to give. Address should not be empty. Okay, so I'm giving address should not be empty. Okay, so if you want, you can display it on the top of the page field, top of the page. If you want, you can display it on the field itself. In some validation roles, they will be using many fields. Okay, so in that case, you can give top of the page, or else you can give address itself. Okay, then you can simply click on save. So I have given my validation rule and it is active. You should make sure that it is active. Okay, so now you can go to the client and you can click on that, and okay, so now what I will do is I'll create a new client. Okay, client, and click on new, and he is Morgan. Okay, so name is, okay, email address Morgan at gmail.com. Address I'm giving blank. Okay, and gender. So save. See, address should not be empty. That is the error message that I am getting. So what I will give, test address. So now I can give save. Now it will save the record. Okay, so this is the validation rule. So before inserting my data, that is see, in this case, if this is the edit mode, right? Edit mode, I'm again removing the data and I am clicking on save. So in that case, what happens is it is trying to put the data into the database. In that case, before entering the data into the database, you should check whether the data that I have given is valid or not. Okay, that is the validation rule. Okay, so after entering into the database, if you after entering into the database, if you are checking the validation rule, means it is not correct. So you should check whether the data is correct or not before entering it into the database. Okay, that is the validation rule. So we'll go to the standard objects and we will see more validation rules. Clear? Any doubts you have?
No, Sridharan.
Okay, fine. So now, if I wanted to check whether the rating is hot, and type equal to customer direct, then I wanted to display annual revenue. Some values should be given. So my in account object, in account, if rating is equal to hot and type equal to customer direct, then annual revenue should not be blank. So this is my requirement. Okay, so we need to validate. So this is my requirement. If the rating is hot and type equal to customer direct, then annual revenue should not be blank. Okay, so go here, go to the backend of the object. So now in the account object, this is a standard object, right? You will see the validation rules here. Okay, so click on the validation rules. So now click on save. New. So revenue, annual revenue should not be blank. Okay, so any description if you want you can give, or else you can leave. Okay, so I wanted to check a condition. Okay, so if annual revenue is, if rating is hot, type equal to customer direct, annual revenue should not be blank. Okay, so I will be using if. Okay, if first what I wanted to use, I wanted to use rating. So rating is a pick list. So we know that to use a rating pick list, we need to use is pick val. Okay, is pick val. So is pick val of a rating. Okay, and the value. So is pick val of what is the formula field? You need to, you need to insert it. Field name rating. Okay, so rating. What is the value? Hot. Okay, I can simply use single quotes. Hot. So you wanted to check two things, and you wanted to check whether the revenue is blank or not. So three things. Three things should satisfied. So three things should satisfy, right? In that case, I will use AND operator. AND operator. Here, how you can use AND operator is AND of condition 1, comma, condition 2. Like that only you can use AND operator. Okay. Or if you wanted to use OR operator, OR of condition 1, comma, condition 2. So like that only you need to use AND and OR operators. Okay. If you are using symbol, if I don't want to use text, I wanted to use symbol, means at that time what you can do is condition 1 and condition 2. So like that you can use if you are using a symbol for AND. You have a symbol for OR also. What is that is condition 1 or condition 2. So this is the operators. This is how you use the operators. So if you wanted to use AND operator in text, then you can use AND of inside the braces, inside the bracket, condition 1, comma, condition 2, comma, condition 3, comma, and it goes on. Okay. So any doubts? Yes.
I have one doubt, Sujendra.
Yes, please.
Actually, normal checking, we used to give condition, then value for true and value for false. We'll give right. That is like the syntax we used to do.
Yeah,
But
that is an if. So if we wanted to use if condition, comma, true, comma, false, right? So that is the if condition. Okay. Now,
but here
yes, please.
continuously two conditions only we have given, right? Like if condition one satisfies that value, we need to give it right. Like
The
continuously
condition,
we'll give the
no, that is to check another condition, That is, but here what we need to do is we need to return true or false. Okay, so based on that the error message is thrown. That is the formula field where it will take input from the condition. Okay, so we will give like if true then go for this, if true then go for this, but this is the validation rule. It don't take any input. If all the condition that we are giving is satisfied, it will throw error message. Okay, so clear. So if you are giving, if the condition is false, if go there means it will go only, but it will not throw any error. Okay, so that's what the only difference is. So the working style condition, everything is same in formula and validation rule. The only difference is in formula field it takes source, it takes its value from the formula condition, but a validation rule based on the criteria it throws the error message. Okay, that is the only difference. Okay.
Okay, here it will check only for conditions. It will not throw any values, right? It's
It will not.
not
It
checking for.
only thing is we need to return true or false. Okay, in
Okay,
validation
okay,
rule, we will not give any value as an output. So it will throw only true or false. If it is true, it will throw the error. If it is false, it will not throw the error. That is the thing. So here, if my only one condition is given, if rating is hot, then if rating, then what they need to give means they should give the uh, value to the annual revenue. Means I can simply leave it, like I can use. So I need to check two things, right? And of one thing I checked, comma, so insert field annual revenue. So annual revenue, so annual revenue I need to check is blank. Okay. So what I have done is I'm checking, I'm using an AND operator. AND operator means both the conditions should satisfy. Okay, when the rating is selected as hot and the annual revenue is is empty, is blank, at the time you return true or you return false. Whenever it is returning true, as per the logic of the validation rule, if the expression is true, displays the text defined in the error message. Okay, annual revenue should not be empty for hot rating. Okay, so check for the syntax. We will go step by step. Okay, so once the syntax is checked, no error found. If you wanted to display error message in the field, you can show it in the account annual revenue. Okay, so save it. So now I'm simply clicking on edit, editing the record, and I am going to have rating as hot. Okay, so annual revenue is empty, so I'm clicking on save. So it throws the error message, the annual revenue should not empty for hot rating. Okay, so that is the difference between the formula and the validation rule. In formula, we will create a new field. That field will take its source, that is the value from the condition. In the condition, we will give some other fields. Okay, we will refer some other fields. But in validation rule, the name itself says it is a rule to validate your data. So any field you wanted to validate, any field you wanted to have like a proper data, in that case you will give some rule, some criteria, and that criteria should satisfy. If it is true, it will throw this error message. Okay, clear?
okay.
Okay, Suresh.
Yeah. So now,
Surendran,
yes,
here I have one doubt,
yes,
Surendran.
Vijay, yes, Vijay.
Yeah, there is you mentioned true or false, right?
Yeah,
We should give that true or false. So why we are giving?
because that is the syntax of if if you are using if condition, you need to fulfill the syntax if condition comma true comma false. Okay, here if you want, see here I am giving it as true. True means it will display this, it will show this, it will go to this area. False means it will go to this area. So sometimes if you want, you can have your text also, any text. Okay, okay, that is not a problem, but any text also you can have, right? Any text also you can have, but you need to satisfy the condition. I mean, you need to write the syntax properly. Okay. So here, if I give any text, it will not be true or something. So it will not satisfy, right? So that is the reason I have left it like this itself. It is the syntax of if condition. See, if you go here, if, see, if logic, value if true, value if false. Okay. So here, any value, what value that needs to be displayed when it is satisfying, and what value it needs to display when it is not satisfying. Both things I need to give. So here I have given true. Whenever the condition is satisfied, you need to return true. Why means if true is returned only, it will throw the error message. Okay. So we should write the, first we should complete the syntax, and whatever changes that we want, we need to make it. Okay. Clear, Vijay?
Yeah. Clear.
So we will add third criteria here. The third criteria is type equal to customer direct. Okay. So here, comma, type. So get the field value from, see, you should be very careful. I'm going to add it inside the braces of and. Okay. So inside the braces of and, I'm going to add. Okay. So that you need to be very careful. So I will, let me write this way. And if the thing is open, and second condition, sorry, second condition, and I'm going to give third condition. Okay. Third condition is that is, I know that it is a pick list, is pick val of. So what is that? Type. So insert the field from the account object, that is type. Okay. Is pick val of type, comma, customer direct. Okay. Customer space direct. So if the type is equal to customer direct, see, you should be very careful when we are giving the braces and all. See, first thing is, I opened the braces for if. So this starts here and this ends here. Okay. So, and I completed the syntax true, false. Okay. If condition is over, and I'm using and operator. For and, I am opening the braces here. Okay. And I wanted to, this is the place I close the braces. Okay. So, and so first thing is pick val of rating, comma, second condition 2, comma, and condition 3. Okay. So three conditions inside and operator. Okay. And it is surrounded by if operator, if statement. Okay. Any doubts? Hello.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So you need to be very careful, because you will be writing 100 line, 150 line say, conditions and all in real time. You will get chance to write. In that case, you should be very careful in syntax. Okay. You need to complete the syntax first. The braces, comma and all, you should be very careful. Okay. So now if you, and if the type is customer direct and the rating is hot, you try to save, it will throw an error. Okay. So I give annual revenue, some numbers, and if I trying to save, then it will allow me to enter. I mean, it will allow me to save. Why? Because if you go to the validation rule, you can see rating is equal to hot. Okay. Rating is hot. It will check. And annual revenue, I mean, if second thing we'll see, pick list value type equal to customer direct, it will go and see, okay, the type is customer direct, two conditions are satisfied, and the annual revenue is blank. In this condition, we gave annual revenue some numbers, so it will be not satisfied, it will return no. Okay, is blank, no, it will check, no, it is not blank. In that case, in undo means all the conditions should satisfy. So one condition is not satisfied. In that case, it will return false. If it return false, it will not throw error. It will allow to save the record. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Here we are giving three conditions, right?
Yeah.
how they are taking like in sequence? How is there any sequence to check